Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and welcome back to a brief episode of MJ's Progress Not Perfection. Just me this week. Back to new episodes starting next Wednesday. I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about relapses during the holidays and how it doesn't have to go overboard now. Last Monday into Tuesday, I abused Ativan. I prescribed it and I abused it. And I want to be open and honest with everybody that I did that. The reason I want to be open and honest about it is because relapse happens. I started my recovery process back April 25th, 2018. That's when I got clean off of pills and painkillers. I also went 13 months without drinking. Then I drank again. And I drank for 9 months. Not alcoholically, not every night. I still drank just like socially, but definitely not alcoholically, where I was dependent upon it. It didn't get that bad. It's because I was paying attention to how much I was drinking the entire time. So my sober date from alcohol is February 29th, 2020. So I'm coming up on 4 years without a drink. Um, but I still relapsed at the end of the day. I abused my medications that I shouldn't have used. And my new sober date is November 15th of 2023. But I wanted to be open and honest about it because I didn't go back to drinking. I didn't go back to opiates. I just reset my clock. And that's that. February 29th will come around and I'll celebrate 4 years without a drink. April 25th will come around and I'll celebrate 6 years without opiates. And November 15th of 2024, I'll celebrate 1 year without abusing my medications. You know, I want to be open and honest because this is a program of recovery. It's a podcast about recovery. And not everybody's recovery looks the same. I also haven't smoked a cigarette since Saturday morning. So, there's a lot of things that I'm doing to try to better myself. But what you need to have is a good support system. I have a therapist, I have a psychiatrist. I've talked to them about this. I talked to them about this last Wednesday, actually. And they both were not upset with me, but they both were definitely supportive. My wife, definitely supportive. People around me, definitely supportive. You're the average of the five people you spend the most time with, and everybody that I spend time with is in recovery. It's not easy for me to be like, hey, I relapsed, but at the same time, it is. It is something that I did, and I wanted to take ownership of it. It's been a week now of, we changed my medications to taking them daily to taking them as needed. As a PRN, for those who know what that means. PRN just means it's as needed. When I'm having an anxiety attack, here's an Ativan. As opposed to wake up, take an Ativan, go to work, midday, take an Ativan, take a couple at night to sleep. I was abusing them. And it's not easy to talk about. And it's not easy to come to terms with that I have to reset my, my sober clock, my clean time clock, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, it happened. I can't take it back. I wish that I could. I wish that I didn't do this, but I did. And it is what it is. Now I have to just gain back trust, and that will take time. And I have time. I have plenty of that. So, the whole point is that when I was called out for a relapse, I didn't go out and buy a bottle of Jack and start drinking again. I didn't go out and pick up opiates again. You can have a lapse inside your recovery. This is my second relapse in recovery. I've been in recovery for 5.5 years. And I'll always have my recovery date. The day that I went into conscious recovery was April 25th, 2018. That's my recovery date. that's how long I've been in recovery for, if that makes sense. My alcohol streak, I'm still going to have 4 years alcohol free come February 29th because I have no urge. I'll get through the holidays without a drink. I'm confident in that. And if I don't, and I'll tell you about it, just like I'm telling on myself right now. You know, I didn't have to do this. I wasn't asked to do this. I have therapy later, and I'll tell her that I did this. But I don't. Nobody asked me to come on here and be vulnerable. It's just something that I felt like I needed to do because I have a lot of people that watch my show and listen to my show, and I want to be honest with them also that I did have a little relapse, and it doesn't matter how little it is, it's still a relapse, you know. So November 15th, 2023 is how long I've been clean for, and I've used my medication, and I know that, and I'm conscious of that, and I'm aware of that, and that's okay. You know, I didn't go overboard when I was called out for it. Anybody in my position easily could have been like, well, I'm going to go drink since I'm resetting my clock anyway. But that's not how I want it to be. I don't want to go out and drink again. I don't want to go and get high on opiates again. So I just need to be okay with having a new recovery date, which at the end of the day, I didn't die. I didn't take so many that I could overdose, but I took way too many. And I just wanted to be open and honest with you, my viewership, people that listen, people that watch. I just felt like it was important to put myself out there that I'm not perfect. That's why this is called progress, not perfection, because we're still learning. I'm 37 and I'm still learning new shit every day. So take that for what you will, and you know, still support the show. I'm still gonna have new episodes. I have a lot of new episodes lined up coming back next Wednesday. I just want to take this week to talk about relapse and recovery in the holidays, and talk about how you can have a relapse and get through the holidays without a drink or a drug. I wanted to tell on myself and be open and honest about it. So I'm working on it. You know, it's been a week. No cigarettes since Saturday morning. And it's not because lack of not having them. I have a box with 5 in there. But I'm really trying to be done with smoking. I've been smoking since I was 13. I'm 37. It's not cute anymore. You know, it's not cool to hold a cigarette. So I'm still trying to, and who knows, I might even slip up with smoking too. But it doesn't mean that everything I learned is gone now. That's not what happened. I learn from everything that I do. You make mistakes and you learn from them. It's a program of progress, not perfection. Says it right in the name. And you know, have a happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. You know, try to just enjoy it. You don't have to go get high. You don't have to get drunk. Just because other people are doing it doesn't mean that it's going to be okay for you to do it too. So, you know, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for, you know, if you're still going to watch my show, thanks for that too. So I appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, everybody.